morning and welcome to another exciting episode of Wake Up and Work Out. I'm Brandy and I am going to be working you out this morning. So today is a very special episode because I have 3 different topics that I want to cover today. And I want to cover these topics because not only are they important to everyone's fitness journey, but they are important to embracing what you're doing for yourself, for health and strength and mind, body, and soul awareness. So those 3 topics are stretching, one of my favorites, form, and we're gonna have a little bit of a versus battle. We're gonna have a versus battle about the gym versus working out at home. And as you guys can see, I have welcomed you in my home this morning because this has become my new gym. This has become my new safe haven for worship, for fitness, and I wanted to welcome you in my home and to show you a couple of tips that you can use right here in your home that you might not even be thinking, this can help me get in shape. This can help me be great. This can help me be better. It's right in your home. I promise you, everyone's got those tools, and I'm gonna show you those things this morning. That's right, this morning. The other thing that we're really gonna concentrate on today is I'm gonna give you guys 5 different powerhouse exercises that we have to perfect our form at. Form is so important. I know that you've heard all of us from the Wake Up and Workout team talk about how important it is to make sure that you are doing your form correctly and to make sure you're doing everything at your fitness level. Well, today I'm going to show you through 5 different exercises how we definitely need to make sure that we are perfecting that form, especially on these different exercises, because they're going to continue to build muscle, they're going to help us build strength, and they're going to help us shred fat. And the last thing that we're going to do today is we are going to stretch. I cannot say it enough. There is so much working out that we do, or that you are beginning to do, or that you are doing, and we don't take enough time to stretch. It's so important. I tell people all the time, when you have the opportunity to stretch. For example, when you're standing at the mirror, brushing your teeth, why not do some wrist rolls? That's a form of stretching. Our body needs to move. Our body needs to stretch. And so I'm gonna show you just some very simple ways that you can stretch your body out on a daily basis. So let's get into the versus battle. So as you guys heard me say, I'm going to do the versus battle between the gym and the things that you have in your home. So during the pandemic, one of the things that I thought was super stressful was I was one of those people that was going online, trying to find weights and workout equipment, and it just wasn't there. Kind of like the toilet paper and all the paper towels, right? Well, the gym equipment wasn't there. So I had to get creative. And it's not like I had to go way out of the box and I had to build something from scratch. I had to get creative so that I could still work on my strength training and I could still make sure that I was staying on my fitness journey. So here are a couple of tips. Right here behind me, I have a simple chair. That's right, everyone's got one in their home. It's a simple chair. Doesn't matter what kind of chair it is, all it has to do is have 4 legs. Because what you don't want to do is have a 3-legged chair and you fall and you trip. We don't want that, not at all. So this simple chair is actually a very powerful tool when you use in exercising. So one of the things that I do every single day in the chair is, first of all, I sit down, I put my shoes on, I start my fitness watch, and I get ready in my mindset. That to me is preparing me for what I'm getting ready to do. This chair can be used for so many simple exercises. So if you have one and you want to go and grab it, because I'm going to show you guys a couple of exercises, why don't you take a minute, go grab a chair, come on back, and I'll show you guys a few exercises that I use with my chair. Before you go though, I want you to come back with 2 water bottles. And I have those here with me. 2 water bottles. It doesn't have to be water bottles. These water bottles are here just from our local grocery store. But you can bring back 2 water bottles that that are in the recycling bin, but I want them to be filled with water. I want them to have a little weight to it. So I want you to come back with a chair and 2 water bottles. That's right, I didn't get these things off Amazon. I didn't have to wait in a long line to get them. I'm gonna use these 2 water bottles and this simple chair to do a simple, great workout. So once you get those things, come on back and I'll show you guys what to do. All right? I'm gonna get ready. All right, guys, welcome back. So as you guys can see, my chair is set. I'm gonna do some very simple things on this chair this morning. The first thing that I'm gonna do is I am going to do some leg swings. So that is an excellent way to get your heart rate up, and it's an excellent way to start a cardiovascular workout, which helps eliminate fat from our bodies. So a simple leg swing is just when you take the opposite leg and you swing it in the other direction, like so. Now, if you need a modification, no worries at all. Let's go ahead and take that chair a little bit out of our view, but it's still there so that we can see what we're doing, and we're just leg swinging right here. Once you get warmed up, because remember, warming up is essential, let's get some more movement in those leg swings. Now, my chair is pretty short, so you might have picked a long, tall chair. And if you did, that's okay. That's just going to encourage you to work a little bit harder, but you don't have to use a long, tall chair. My chair is pretty short, and I just swung my leg. I do those for a count of 10. For a count of 10 on each leg, I take a 10-second recovery, and then I get right back to it. If I'm feeling great, I'm warmed up and I'm ready to go, I'm gonna add a little plyo jump to that. Woo! And those leg swings really do get your heart rate going. But guess what? Did I go to the gym? Did I order any extra equipment? No, not at all. So it looks like our versus battle, home is winning so far. So, you got those water bottles, right? Let's push our chair out of the way. Grab our water bottles, and these are gonna be used for weights. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna work our biceps and our shoulders, 2 very essential parts of our body that help to build core strength. So what we're gonna do is some simple bicep curls. As you can see, I'm gonna hold these water bottles as if they were weights. And I'm just gonna curl all the way down and all the way back up. All the way down, all the way back up. All the way down, all the way back up. As you guys can see, my elbows are glued to the side of my obliques. That's important as a part of form, because what I don't want is chicken wings. We don't want chicken wings. We want these elbows glued to the side of our bodies. Our hands are extended all the way out, and they're coming all the way to our shoulders, just like so. When I'm doing bicep curls, I like to take control of my breathing. So I'm breathing in through my nose and out through my mouth. And because these weights are pretty light, I'm gonna do about 20 reps here. I'm gonna do 20 reps, and then I'm gonna take a break. keep those elbows glued, because once you get to about 15, 16, and 17, those reps, your form starts to waver just a little bit. But you want to remember to keep those elbows glued to your obliques, to the sides of your body. 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Let's shake it out. Great job, guys. Great job. Great job. All right, guys. So now we're going to take these simple water bottles and we're going to work our shoulders. All right? So we're going to do the same thing. 20 reps, except for we're going to do lateral, all the way out. All the way out, all the way back in. I'm squeezing those water bottles. They're nice and tight in my hands. I'm in control of my core. My belly button is sucked in to the back of my spine. My head is facing forward, and I'm in control of my breathing. Y'all are doing great. Seventeen, 18, 19, and 20. As you guys can see, you want to make sure your hands go all the way up. What you don't want is half reps. You want to complete that rep all the way up, all the way back down, all the way up, all the way back down. You wouldn't believe what 2 simple water bottles can do for your body, right? It's pretty amazing. So the last thing that we're going to do with our weights, aka water bottles, is we are going to press them up. All right, this is also an additional shoulder work, but this time, instead of working the center of our shoulders, we're gonna work the front of our shoulders, all right? So our water bottles are nice and tight in our hands. They're right above our shoulders, and we're gonna press up all the way to 20. As you can see, my elbows are not extended out. My elbows are facing forward. That's important for form. And remember, that's something that we want. We want quality reps. Quality reps. Whew. It's burning a little bit. Feels good. Y'all are doing great. 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Woo! That feels good. Remember, your water bottles have to be full. They can't be half drunk, okay? So make sure your water bottles are full. So let's put these down. I gotta show you another little trick. And some of you guys may not even be thinking this. So we have our water bottle weights, but we're gonna take it up just a notch. So you're thinking, you do not have to order weights to weight train, especially when you're in the conveniency of your home. So many times in my mind, I have to go to the gym. That's where the weights are. That's where the workout is. Guess what? I learned something completely different. You can do everything that you can in your fitness journey right in your home. It's amazing. So the last trick of the trade that I'm gonna show you, and this has been one of my favorites since the pandemic, is how am I gonna get heavy weights? Okay, so if I wanna work out maybe my chest and I wanna work out with more weights, what can I get that is heavy? So of course I thought, okay, well let me get one of my kids and I'll lift them, but they move around too much. So I thought, let me think, let me go to the garage. What's in your garage? There are so many tools in your garage. Even if you don't have a garage, you know someone that knows someone, or you have these things in your home. Can anybody guess what they are? I don't know if you're guessing or not, but I know someone did. All right, they are paint cans. Can you believe it? these things are heavy. Have you ever lugged these paint cans out of a Lowe's or a Home Depot when you were doing a new project or helping with the project? Well, these paint cans are heavy and they're awesome weights. So that's what we're gonna use today, all right? So we're gonna do those same exercises, except for we have heavier weights. So we're gonna take our rep number down just a notch. We're gonna take it down to 10 reps each, but I've got both paint cans in my hand, and this one is a brownish. It was used for the bathroom, and this one was used for the living room. Not that that matters. What matters to me is me exercising and getting what I need. So, let's work. 10 reps. As you guys can see, my elbows are still in. All the way down, all the way back up. Control your breathing. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job, awesome job. All right, now, this is gonna be a little bit more challenging because these are heavier weights. But if it doesn't challenge you, it does not change you. So remember that as you begin your fitness journey or as you are walking through your fitness journey, you have to take a moment and do some things that challenge yourself. All right? So here we go. Lateral raises all the way to 10. 8, 9, woo, and 10. Oh, that feels good. That surely feels good. All right, guys. So you would complete those things for about 3 different reps. So I will go again with my biceps for another rep of 10, and I'm gonna go again with my lateral raises for another rep of 10 to really burn out those shoulders. Pretty simple, huh? Paint cans. Who'd have thought? So now I really want you guys to focus on the importance of knowing that excuses are not there if you do not make them. You have to create the excuse. So I'm eliminating that excuse for you by saying you can exercise just with 2 simple water bottles. Our bodies are designated and designed to move, and I want you to do just that. So remember, if you can't think of anything around your home that you can lift or that would challenge you, think of those simple things, all right? And of course, I would love to see and hear all the creative ways that you guys have come up with. And actually right behind me is my staircase, and I can use that for step-ups. This chair can also be used for push-ups. I'm gonna show you guys some form things too that I'm gonna use the chair for. But the chair, your water bottles, paint cans, there's also, you can put in grocery bags, you can put books in grocery bags and lift those grocery bags by walking back and forth. How many people, when they come back from grocery shopping and they're bringing in all the bags from the car, they kind of get winded? Well, that's because it's a form of exercising. That's a form of strength training. So fill those bags with some books, fill those bags with books and work out with them, all right? So now that we've got that versus battle done, home versus the gym, you now know you don't always have to go into the gym. Stay safe, stay at home, and do it right here in the comforts of your home. Let's talk about form. Now, I know you've heard both Adrian and Davida and I talk about form and how important it is to make sure that you are doing the correct form. Well, the 5 exercises I'm going to show you today are things that typically trainers see people do the incorrect form on. And I'm just going to show you some simple tips to adjust your form to make sure that you're doing it correctly. Because what you don't want is to be doing something for long amounts of reps and then an injury occurs. That's not what we want. So let's show you some form things. The first exercise is the most important and the exercise that we love very much, which is squats. So you think of a simple squat as something you just going down and up, down and up. Well, a squat has a lot more meat and beef to it. You have to make sure that your chest is up nice and straight, your shoulders are back, and you're taking your booty down low. What you don't want is to hinge from your hips, because if you hinge from your hips, that can seriously damage your lower back and it can mess up your core. So we want to make sure my feet are shoulder width apart, my chest is up nice and tall, and as I go down, and I'm gonna go nice and slow, my booty is back, my chest is up, I'm squeezing, my knees are not going forward, and as I come up, I squeeze my gluteus maximus. You have to make sure you squeeze to get that firm exercise that we want, all right? So I'm gonna give you the side view. So you're here, squat, and down and up. That is super important. That's one. Two is lunges. Another one of my favorite exercises, which is in the squat family, is our lunges. So I'm gonna start from here, and typically you think lunges are just kind of walking along, but lunges have so much more to it. You wanna make sure your leg is in front of the other, your knee is bent, and you are coming down nice and low. Just like squats, your chest is up, your shoulders are back, your head is up, you're looking forward, and you're working hard. So make sure as you lunge forward, you take that body down low, and you come right back up. And you're also squeezing your glutes, all right? That's number two. Number three are push-ups. Yes, push-ups. We know them, we love them. I'm gonna use the chair to assist me today, but when people are saying, oh, well, Brandy, I'm not good at push-ups, I just don't wanna do push-ups. Push-ups are an awesome way to make sure that we are elongating our chest and we are building strength in our chest muscles. So I'm gonna use the chair today, and I'm gonna take my chest all the way down to the chair. The chair is another way for also, if you have any experience with doing push-ups, it's an awesome way to help support yourself. So, I'm gonna take that chair, I'm gonna push my feet all the way back, chest goes low, down. Now, that was only two. If you are feeling like I can't take it down that low, there's a wall right behind me. If you're not too particular about putting your hands on the wall, what I want you to do is put your hands on the wall, and I want you to press forward. I want you to press forward just as if you were on the ground, but you're standing up on the wall. Anything that's stretching those chest muscles is the perfect push-up. And actually, that's how you learn how to correct that form for a perfect push-up. So today, as you complete watching Wake Up and Work Out, try it out. You don't have to do it right now, but what I want you to do is challenge yourself. So everything that we're learning today, I want you to try 10 squats with perfect form, 10 lunges with perfect form, and 10 push-ups with perfect form. The fourth thing that I want to work on for your perfect form are a form of mountain climbers, all right? They're called a lot of different things by a lot of different trainers. I call them mountain climbers. They're one of my favorite things to do. They help my core strength. They also raise my heart rate a little bit, which helps burn fat and burn calories. So I'm gonna use the chair to assist me again. And a mountain climber is where you lift your knee all the way past your belly button. That helps build your core strength too. So my mountain climber, I'm gonna use my chair. As you can see, every step, I'm driving my knee towards my belly button. that is important because I want to add core strength in there, and I want to get my heart rate up just a tad because I want that cardiovascular exercise in there. All right, so that's the fourth thing we want to work on with form. And the fifth and final thing that I want to show you to make sure you are perfecting your form is a simple jumping jack. That's right. You wouldn't believe it, but a lot of people do jumping jacks improperly. So I see a lot of, this is kind of like a bird. I see a lot of like moving. I see a lot of different forms of jumping jacks. What I want to show you how effective a jumping jack, a simple jumping jack can be when done correctly. All right, that means my hands are going all the way up and my two legs are going all the way out. And these things are doing at the same time. We're working at the same time. So that's out, in. Just like that. Now, if you're modifying, which you completely can do, you are doing one leg out, one leg out. Both of my arms are still up. It's a full extension. What I don't want is half extensions. These. It's kind of like a bird. I don't want that. I want a full extension all the way up and a full extension every single rep. And this is a phenomenal way to warm up and a phenomenal way to cool down. All right, guys? So the last thing that we're gonna talk about today in Wake Up and Work Out, but just to recap, you guys have a little bit of homework today. All right, you are going to do 10 squats in perfect form, 10 lunges in perfect form, 10 push-ups in perfect form, 10 mountain climbers in perfect form, and 10 jumping jacks in perfect form, all right? And you can do it. I know that you can. Just think about it. Think of the things that you want to do. Think of the goals. Your body wants to do it. Your body desires to do it. So get up, try it, all right? So the last thing that we're gonna talk about this morning is stretching. I told you guys at the beginning of this video how important stretching is and how simple it can be, but how sometimes we forget to do stretching, which causes injury. So at the end of every workout, what I want you guys to do is stretch. That is super important. Stretching, stretching, stretching. So today I'm gonna show you 3 different stretches for your upper, your core, and your legs. And then you guys gotta get to that homework assignment, right? So the first stretch we're gonna do is just we're gonna raise our hands above our head and press forward. We're elongating our arms completely. Our core is pulled all the way up. And each stretch, we're gonna hold for 10 seconds. I'm gonna show you again. We're pressing up. And down. For 10 seconds, we're gonna hold that stretch. That stretch is essential for those arms that we worked out today. We also worked the back of our latissimus dorsals. We also worked our core a little bit when we did our mountain climbers. So it's important to make sure we are completing these stretches for those 10 seconds. The third stretch we're gonna do is our core is a simple twist. Now, I'm gonna use this analogy. So a lot of people think when they think core, they think just my stomach, just my stomach. Well, when you slice an apple with an apple slicer, you pull out the core. The core is just not the front part. The core is the entire core of an apple. So just think of that when you work out your core. You are working out not only your stomach, but you're working out your sides and your back. So it's important to make sure you are stretching. And this stretch right here is super simple, and it's something that you can do while brushing your teeth, It's something you can do while standing, and I'm just gonna twist both left and right. I'm gonna spread my legs out a little bit more so I can get a deeper stretch. And I'm gonna twist to that other side. And each side I'm gonna use for 10 seconds. 10 simple seconds, that's it. And my final stretch I'm gonna show you guys, which there are a million stretches that I could show you, but I'm gonna highlight only 3 today, is a simple flamingo. I call this a flamingo because you are standing on one leg. If you have balancing issues, remember you have your equipment, AKA your chair, right here next to you. So I'm gonna hold on to the chair with one hand and hold on to my leg with the other. And switch. And I can go to the other side, or I can just move the chair. All right, and I'm gonna do that again. Still being conscious of my back and my core. Good. Thank you, equipment chair. Just move him out of the way. Those are the 3 stretches I want you guys to concentrate on today, all right? And those are the 3 simple stretches I want you to concentrate on today, only because those are the things that you can do in your everyday movement. So, as you guys have a busy Saturday, you wanna get up and you have things to do, why not stand up and scroll through Facebook while stretching? Even when you're on the floor, if you're doing floor stretches. I like to do this with my son. We're playing back and forth. He really doesn't know he's stretching me because I just say, pull mommy's arm, and he pulls it, and it stretches out my complete back, and it feels so good. It feels so amazing, and I get bonus because I'm playing with my son as well. So, just think. I really, really appreciate everything that you guys have done today. I hope that you have definitely taken away a little bit of gems from the gym, your home gym, to you. So from everybody at Wake Up and Work Out, we thank you guys. We love you guys. Have an awesome, awesome Saturday, and we'll see you next time for another episode of